Liza Minnelli's performance in Cabaret, 1972, is iconic. She plays Sally Bowles, a carefree nightclub singer in 1930s Berlin during the rise of the Nazi Party. Directed by Bob Fosse, the film blends dazzling musical numbers with a dark, dramatic backdrop. Minnelli won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her portrayal, making Sally Bowles one of the most memorable characters in film history. Marlene Dietrich, wearing a tuxedo in the 1930 film Morocco, became iconic in cinema history. Playing Amy Jolly, a cabaret singer, she defied gender norms by donning a tailored tuxedo and confidently kissing a woman on stage. This bold style and attitude cemented her as a symbol of androgyny and sophistication, influencing fashion and breaking taboos of the era. Clark Gable, the king of Hollywood, was often seen smoking a cigar on set during the 1940s. Known for his rugged charm and iconic roles like Rhett Butler in Gone with the Wind, Gable's relaxed demeanor and cigar became part of his suave, masculine image, epitomizing classic Hollywood cool both on and off screen. Joan Collins became a fashion icon in the 1980s through her role as Alexis Carrington in Dynasty. Her wardrobe featured bold shoulder pads, sequins, and luxurious fabrics, perfectly embodying the era's opulent style. Collins's dramatic looks and fierce attitude set trends, making Alexis a symbol of power and glamour in television history. Charlie Chaplin's tramp character, introduced in 1915, became a legendary figure of silent cinema. Dressed in a tight coat, oversized shoes, bowler hat, and carrying a cane, the tramp combined humor with poignant social commentary, captivating audiences worldwide. His comedic charm and universal appeal made him one of the most enduring characters in film history. Barbara Stanwyck delivers a career-defining performance in Double Indemnity, 1944, a classic film noir directed by Billy Wilder. Playing the manipulative and seductive Phyllis Dietrichson, she embodies the quintessential femme fatale, luring Fred MacMurray's character into a web of deceit and murder. Her role set the standard for noir's dangerous leading ladies. David Bowie introduced Ziggy Stardust in 1972, a flamboyant androgynous rock star from outer space. This groundbreaking persona, paired with the album The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, redefined music and pop culture. Ziggy's theatrical style and bold message of individuality made Bowie a cultural icon. On May 25, 1965, Muhammad Ali knocked out Sonny Liston in the first round of their rematch, cementing his legacy. The iconic moment, captured in a famous photo, shows Ali standing over Liston, exuding confidence and dominance. This fight solidified Ali's reputation as the greatest in boxing history. On May 25, 1965, Muhammad Ali knocked out Sonny Liston in the first round of their rematch, cementing his legacy. The iconic moment, captured in a famous photo, shows Ali standing over Liston, exuding confidence and dominance. This fight solidified Ali's reputation as the greatest in boxing history. In 1951, Albert Einstein famously stuck out his tongue during a photo session, capturing his playful, less serious side. The now classic image, full of humor and charm, contrasts with his image as a genius and revolutionary physicist, showing that even the brightest minds can have a light-hearted moment. In 1958, Audrey Hepburn was photographed with her pet deer Pippin, reflecting her gentle and compassionate nature. This charming image captures Hepburn's love for animals and her personal, down-to-earth side, contrasting with her glamorous public image as one of Hollywood's most beloved actresses. In December 1970, Elvis Presley met President Richard Nixon at the White House, a surreal moment in American history. The king of rock and roll, dressed in a flashy jumpsuit, famously discussed his desire to help fight the drug culture. The meeting became iconic, symbolizing the intersection of pop culture and politics. During the Rolling Stones' 1969 tour, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards were captured in moments of camaraderie and energy, epitomizing the band's rock and roll spirit. This period marked the height of their influence, with the tour showcasing their electrifying performances and cementing their place as music legends. In 1992, David Bowie married supermodel Iman in a private ceremony, marking a significant and personal moment for the iconic artist. The couple's union was a blend of love and privacy, with Iman's elegance and Bowie's unique charisma making them one of the most admired power couples in the entertainment world. In 1964, Judy Garland was photographed backstage at the London Palladium, a moment that captured her behind the scenes as she prepared for a highly anticipated performance. Known for her incredible talent and emotional depth, Garland's presence backstage reflected the pressures and triumphs of her legendary career in showbiz.
Greta Garbo, one of Hollywood's most famous actresses, was reclusive after retiring from acting in the early 1940s. This photograph from the 1950s captures her walking the streets of New York in disguise, attempting to maintain her privacy and avoid the public eye. Known for her mysterious aura and desire to live a private life, Garbo often wore dark sunglasses, hats, or coats to blend in while navigating the city. Elizabeth Taylor was known for her love of exquisite jewelry, and in 1969 she famously wore the Taylor Burton diamond necklace. This stunning 69.4 2-carat pear-shaped diamond was gifted to her by Richard Burton. It became one of the most iconic pieces of her legendary collection, symbolizing her glamour and passion for fine jewels.
Paul McCartney's sheepdog, Martha, was famously immortalized in the Beatles' song Martha, My Dear. In 1968, Paul was often seen walking her, showcasing his love for animals. Martha, a beloved Old English sheepdog, became a symbol of his domestic life and inspired one of his most endearing tunes. In the 1970s, Mick Jagger and Bianca Jagger were regulars at the iconic Studio 54 in New York City. Known for its glamorous and wild atmosphere, Studio 54 was a hub for celebrities. The Jaggers embodied the era's rock and roll chic, turning heads with their bold style and presence at the legendary nightclub. In 1959, Clint Eastwood gained fame starring as Rowdy Yates in the television series Rawhide. Often seen on horseback, Eastwood's rugged charm and natural ease in Western roles helped establish him as a rising star, paving the way for his legendary career in Hollywood. In the 1960s, Grace Kelly, now Princess Grace of Monaco, was often seen with her children, Caroline, Albert, and later Stephanie. Known for her elegance and poise, she balanced royal duties with motherhood, becoming a beloved figure in Monaco and around the world. James Dean's Porsche 550 Spider, nicknamed Little Bastard, became infamous after his tragic death in 1955. The car, a symbol of his rebellious spirit, was involved in a fatal crash while Dean was on his way to a racing event, cementing his legacy as a cultural icon. Barbra Streisand won the Best Actress Oscar for Funny Girl, 1969, at the 41st Academy Awards on the 14th of April, 1969. She famously tied with Katharine Hepburn The Lion in Winter, the only exact tie in the category's history. Streisand, in a sparkling Arnold Skazee pantsuit, opened her speech with "Hello, gorgeous," quoting her first line from the film. On the 7th of February, 1964, the Beatles landed at New York's JFK Airport, greeted by over 3,000 screaming fans. The deafening crowd chanted their names as the band John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr waved excitedly. A journalist asked, "Are you going to get a haircut?" And George quipped, "I had one yesterday." This moment marked the start of Beatlemania in America. In January 1954, Marilyn Monroe and Joe DiMaggio honeymooned in Japan after their wedding in San Francisco. As they arrived, crowds swarmed the baseball legend, but Marilyn stole the show. While Joe attended baseball clinics, Marilyn accepted an invitation to perform for U.S. troops in Korea, dazzling over 100,000 soldiers. Their honeymoon highlighted both romance and career contrasts, foreshadowing future tensions.